Okay, good morning to all. I hope all of you are doing well. Good morning. Okay, so can anyone summarize what we discussed in the last class? So what are the topics we discussed in the last class? Okay, so the last class, okay, we discussed about the new concept, okay. So it is called as a graph data structure, okay. So in the graph data structure, we discussed about, so what is the definition of graph data structure? And followed by, we discussed about the various types of graphs which is available in data structures, followed by the applications of the graph like that. Okay. So what is the definition of graph data structure means? So again, I will show the PPT for your understanding purpose. Okay. So the screen is visible to all. Where the screen is visible to all. It is the thing. So what we discussed in the last class. Okay. So based on the definition of the graph, okay, it is a collection of vertices and edges. Okay, it is a collection of vertices and edges. So by the concept of mathematical definition, it is given as, so graph is something but the collection of vertices. So here the E represents the set of edges and the V represents the set of vertices. Okay, so edge is formed is by vertices to other vertices, the edges are formed. Okay, so that is the thing we discussed, and also we discussed about some of the types of graphs. Based on the types of graphs, there are some different types of graphs available. One is called as connected graph, then disconnected graph, then another is directed graph, undirected graph, another one is cyclic graph and acyclic graph, followed by weighted graph and weighted graph. So based on this, we discussed the definitions of each and everything in the last class. Okay, and continuation with that, we talked about the concept of adjacency matrix. So how the adjacency matrix is formed in the concept of graphs. Okay. So there are two types of representation of adjacency: location of the classified as a directed graph, and based on the another thing, it is called as undirected graph. Okay. So how the adjacency matrix for an undirected graph is formed is based on the concept of the instance, the number of link nodes which is adjacent to the particular node. Okay, so that is to be marked as number 1. If there is no relationship between one node to the another node, so that is to be marked as 0. Okay, so based on that, it is to be given like this. Then for a directed graph, so how the link is to be given is, for example, if a node is having some instance with some other node, so which node is to be incident to the particular node? Okay, so that is to be taken as 1. If there is no incidence among the nodes, that is given as zeros. Okay, I hope all of you are following. I am audible to all.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. So it is the thing. So what we discussed in the last class. Okay. Then followed by, we discussed about one thing called as the instance matrix. That is what is meant for instance matrix means, listen, Let us consider this graph which is shown in the screen. Let us consider the node A and the node B. Okay, if there is some edge, okay, if there is some edge forms between the node A and the node B is there means, so for the particular edge you got to mark it as 1. For example, if there is some instance from A to B means, so the E1 joins the node A to B, so it is marked as 1. If it is in a forward direction, okay, if the link is in a forward direction, it is to be marked as 1. So likewise, if the link is in a backward direction, okay, let us see here, there is some relationship between A to D, okay, so there is some edge formed between A to D, so the name of the edge is given as E3. Okay, so see here the direction which is shown by the arrowhead, which is in the forward direction. Okay, so if any node which is having some forward directions of, or if any edge which shows forward direction to a particular node, so that is to be given as -1. Okay, so it is called as incidence matrix. Okay, so this is the thing we discussed earlier. Then followed by we saw one assessment. Okay, so okay, so here we are having two types of graphs. So first one is nothing but an undirected graph, because here there is no proper representation of the link of distance, okay, from one place to another place. Okay, so see the next picture. So in this picture we are clearly seeing, so there is some link between one node to the another node with the help of representation of distance, okay, like the miles, like that. Okay, so some weighted values. Okay, it is a directed weighted graph. Okay, because here the distance are marked in the location of some values, so it comes under the concept of weighted graphs. Okay, then it is very important. Okay, so sometimes you are going to get some important 8-mark questions, okay, from your for your semester exams. Okay, so it is very important. So these are the various applications of graphs which is used in the concept of real time. Okay, so if possible you have to take this, it is very important. Okay, where the graph is real time used in the technical concept means, it is mainly used in the concept of Facebook. Okay, so in the last class I told, so if you are having a Facebook account, okay, and if you are having a Facebook account, in your Facebook account you are having some different things, parameters. For example, you are having your photograph, you are having your pages for feeding, then you are having your pages for sending the request or post or share, like that. Okay, so all the links are related together or linked together with the help of some representations. Okay, so that kind of representation in real time is done with the help of graph data structures. Okay, the next one, it is used in the concept of Google Maps and Apple Maps. Okay, so what does Google Maps mean? So whenever you are going to find a particular place, okay, like that. Okay, then if you are getting the things in a proper manner, the directions in a proper manner, if you want to move from one place to another place, you are going to use the Google Maps. Okay, then web graphs to locate the items which you are searching, like that. Okay, it is mainly used the concept of semantic web search, like that, or it is mainly used the concept of ontology, like that. Okay, by means of link you are going to take your things. The next one is mainly used in the concept of graph theory. So where this graph theory is mainly used means, it is mainly used in the concept of medical field, okay, for the purpose of finding the molecules or identifying the molecules or the movement of molecules, like that. Okay, so in this thing they are used the concept of graph theory. Okay, so sometimes this graph theory concept is mainly used in the concept of mathematical purpose to solve some theorems and some corollaries. Okay. The next one, it is mainly used in the concept of operating systems. So in operating systems, if you are getting linked with the system with some different peripherals or devices, physical devices, for connecting the thing, we are using the concept of graph data structures. Okay. The next one is map coloring. So map coloring is nothing but it shows the demographic and geographic locations of a particular people. For example, let us say in a particular area, the population of the people is too high, like that. So they are using some color in a graph or mapped in a graph. Okay. Then if the population is low in a particular area, okay, so that thing they are using some color for representing the graph. Okay, so likewise it is going on. Okay, so that is called as map coloring. Okay. Based on the density and based on the concept of population, they are mapping the people they are using concept called as graphs. Okay. Okay. Then all of you see the screen. So now we are going to solve the assessment. Okay. So all of you read the first question. Okay. So which of the following is true? Yeah, which of the following is true? All of you follow. First option is a graph may contain no edges and many vertices. Then next one, a graph may contain many edges and no vertices. Then third one, a graph may contain no edges and no vertices. A graph may contain no vertices and many edges. So which one is correct among the first statement? What is the so what is the solution for the first question? Anyone can answer? So what is the solution for the first question? Can anyone answer?
B, sir.
Whether all the questions they are giving is correct? You are saying B is correct? Justify your answer. A graph may contain many edges and no vertices. So assume now for this condition, assume how your graph might be. Or you found any answer in this one, whether all the four are correct or all the four are wrong?
So B option is correct.
B option is correct. Justify how you are saying B option is correct. Justify your answer. A graph may contain many edges and no vertices. It means, for example, if you are having A, B, C like that, okay, so that is called as vertices, A, B, C or nodes. Edges means the connecting between A, B, C, okay, the link which is used to connect between A, B, C, that is called as edges. Okay. So based on the first option, okay, a graph may contain no edges and many vertices. Correct இருக்குமா? First question answer. First option correct இருக்குமா? edges இல்லாம இருக்கும் ஆனா நிறைய vertices இருக்கும் அப்படிங்கிறது பாசிபிளா?
No, sir.
No, okay. For example, the question எப்ப கரெக்டா இருக்குன்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா no edges இல்லாம இருக்கலாம் and only one vertices அப்படின்னா it is having no edges. கரெக்டா? நான் சொல்றது கரெக்டா? ஓகே, ஒரே ஒரு vertices மட்டும் தான் இருக்கு. அந்த ஒரே vertices மட்டும் இருந்தா if you are having no edges. Okay, so first one is wrong. Okay, the next one, a graph may contain many edges and no vertices. இது கரெக்டா இருக்குமா? vertices கிடையாது, அப்புறம் edges நிறைய இருக்குன்னு சொல்றாங்க. இது கரெக்டா? In your graph you are having no vertices and but it is having some edges. It is also not correct. Okay, the third one, a graph is possible. Which one is possible among these three? I hope the third one is possible when there is no graph. Graph illam irunchu appadina third one possible. Illana all the four statements are wrong. Okay, so there is no true statements among the given statements. Okay, all of you understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So go to the second question. So which of the following statement is or true for an undirected graph? Question alla padinga. For an undirected graph, which one of the following statement is true? Number of odd degree vertices is even. Number of sum of degrees of all vertices is even. Okay. So let us take it as an assignment, okay, or let us take it as homework, okay. And while free, you have to solve this one, okay. So kindly take a picture or you have to write it in a notebook, okay, this thing, and you got to solve this, okay, in your home like that, okay. Second question only, okay. So up to this, we discussed about the basic definition of concept of graph and what are different types of graphs and what is the difference between the directed graph and undirected graph. What is the difference between cyclic graph and acyclic graph? And we found out about what is the difference between weighted graph and unweighted graph like that. Okay. So up to this, your topic 1 in the concept of graph is over. Okay. So now we are going to see one new topic. Okay. So that is called as topological sorting. Okay, ma? I hope all of you understood the definition of graphs. So what is the definition of graph? Anyone can say? What is a graph? A defined graph? What is a graph? For defined graph?
Graphs are nothing but a collection of points collected
Okay.
by edges and arranged in random. They are mostly used in as examples of Facebook social networks. They are different types: disconnect, connected, and directed, complete, cycling, acyclic. And we have seen about agentic matrices, index matrices.
Okay.
Then we have
Okay.
activities, how it's bonded, and disadvantages. Then types. Then we have seen two
Okay,
assessments.
ma'am.
Assess.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Okay. Okay, ma'am. Okay. So these are the things we discussed in the topic, under the topic of graphs. Okay. So next we are going to see about a new topic. Okay. Okay. So all of you see the screen visible to all, no?
Sir.
Whether the screen is visible to all?
Yes, sir.
Okay, whether the screen is visible to all? All of you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So all of you
Yes,
see the
sir.
picture. Okay, all of you see the pictures. What you observe from this picture? What it shows? What you observe from this picture? Okay, listen. Picture. Let us consider if there is a child or any human being. Okay. So he is normally wake up in the morning. Okay, for a particular time. Okay. Then followed by he is going to brush his teeth like that. Then followed by summer activities, and after that he is going to take some food like that. Okay. Then after that he is going to take some bath like that. Okay. Then followed by after that again he will take some thing like the dinner like that, and he's going to going for a bed like that. Okay. So listen. So let us consider a routine activity of a human being. Okay. ஒரு human being இருக்காங்க அப்படின்னா அவங்களுடைய daily routine என்னெல்லாம் இருக்குன்னு சொல்லி we are having a list, we are having an order. Okay. சொன்ன புரிஞ்சல எப்படின்னு? Okay. For a particular person, you are having some routine work. Okay. Routine work or a particular order in which you are going to do your work regularly. So based on that, okay, based on that example, okay, in your graph data structure also, okay, in your graph data structure also, you are having n number of nodes. Okay, for example, ஒரு graph இருந்ததுன்னா அந்த graph பார்த்தீங்கன்னா we are having n number of nodes. Okay, so among the n number of nodes, which node is having some highest priority? எந்த நோடு வந்து இந்த நோடுக்கு வந்து highest priority இருக்குன்னு சொல்லி you have to check. Okay, you have to check for the node which is having the highest priority. Okay. So like the normal ordering of human being routines, here comparing our normal graph with the person's daily work. Okay. So if you are going for a person's regular work, daily work, it is having some routines or any different things which is already available. End of things. Okay, we are going for a new topic called as topological sorting. Okay, for assigning a priority to a node, we are going for one new topic called as topological sorting. Okay, so it is the concept of topological sorting. Okay, so what is the meaning for topological or topology? What is topology?
Order, sir.
What is the meaning for topology?
Terminal. Order.
Order. Okay, very good. Okay, so listen, in general technical thing, okay, the meaning for topology is nothing but the order of arrangement. Okay, order of arrangement or the order of presence. Okay, so that is called as topology. Okay, so here the topology specifically tell about the physical presence. Okay, physical presence of an object. Okay, physical presence of an object. Okay, that is called as topology or the physical arrangement of an object. Okay, so that is called as topology. Okay, so let us consider your computer lab or anything. Okay, let us consider your computer lab. So in which your computer machines are arranged in a particular order. Okay, your computer machines are arranged in a particular order, or they are arranged in a random manner. Okay. So after keeping your systems in the particular place, for the particular computer, they are giving some numbers. Okay, but they are giving some numbers. Okay, so that is called as sorting. Okay, or ordering. Okay, that is called as sorting or ordering here. Okay, so what is the definition of topological sorting? Is nothing but if you are having physical presence of any object, so among the physical presence of any object, how you are going to order the available object in a real time. So that is called as topological sorting. Okay. So see here, that is the thing I showed you earlier. So the strategy followed here is nothing but in a real time, the normal human activities, okay, of a particular person. You can consider, okay. So see here, there are some 3 statements given based on the students ordering. So students have various activities to be done every day. Then such activities range from studying to eating or to napping and so on. Okay. Then achieve all the activities with time and optimization. Okay. அவங்க என்ன சொல்றாங்கன்னா ஒரு normal human being or child or any person, if you take it, so he will do all these activities. While he doing all these activities, he should achieve all the things with the particular optimal optimization. Simply என்ன சொல்றாங்கன்னா you have to complete your task with the effective manner. Okay. So which algorithm is used to sort the student activities? Okay, so which algorithm is used to sort the activities? Okay, so for this Okay, we are going for a concept called as topological sorting. Okay, so see the definition. So a topological sorting or topological ordering. Okay, it is also called as topological ordering. In a directed graph is a linear ordering of its vertices. Okay, it's a nothing but a linear ordering of its vertices. For every directed edge, U comes before V in the ordering. Simple புரிஞ்சுக்கங்க. Topological screenல தெரியுற picture பாருங்க. So in your picture, you are having 7 nodes. The numbering of nodes is given from 1 to 7. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 கொடுத்துருக்காங்க இல்லையா? அது வந்து அந்த நோட்ஸ்னுடைய நம்பரிங். அந்த நோட்ஸை வந்து எப்படி ஆர்டரா நாம வந்து கால் பண்ணணும் அப்படிங்கிறத டோபாலஜிக்கல் சார்ட்டிங். அதை எப்படி ஆர்டரா கால் பண்ணணும்னா டைரக்டா 1, 2, 3, 4 கால் பண்ண முடியாது கிராஃப் பொறுத்தவரை. Okay. For that, we are going to frame one strategy called as topological sorting. Okay, so it is very, very important question, okay, for your semester exam. Okay, and all of you can observe this one. Okay, what I am saying. Okay, and another one thing is the topological sorting is only applicable for directed graph. Okay, it is important. The topological sorting is only applicable for the directed graph, not any other graphs. See here. The topological sorting is only applicable for the directed graph. Okay, it is not applicable for the undirected graph. Can anyone reply?
Sir.
Okay. Again I will telling. So see the graph which is shown in the screen. So it is a graph which consists of 7 nodes. Then name of the nodes in a graph is given as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 like that. Okay. So whenever you are asking, whenever, for example, you are getting this question. So in the question, what they are asking is, so find the topological, right? The order is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 like that. So now data. So for the ordering of graphs, we are having some procedures. Okay. So that procedure is called as topological sorting. Okay. So see here. So it is the routine. Okay. It is the routine for the concept of solving the topological sorting. Okay. So see the routine of all vertices. Okay. But before this, I will say what is meaning for in degree means. Okay. It is very important. In the graph, you consider a node 1. Okay. And you consider a node 3 and consider a node 4. Okay. For example, node 1, node 3, node 4 consider பண்ணுங்க. Okay. So what is the meaning for in degree means? அதாவது for example, இந்த 3ங்கிற நோட எடுத்துக்கங்க. Okay, you take a node now as 3. In degree என்னன்னா இந்த 3ங்கிற நோடுக்கு எதெல்லாம் இன்கமிங் வருது, எங்கிருந்தெல்லாம் இன்கமிங் வருது அப்படின்னு பாருங்க. So that is called as in degree of a node. ஓகேங்களா? So இந்த 3ங்கிற நோடுக்கு எங்கிருந்தெல்லாம் லிங்க் வருது, இன்புட் லிங்க் வருது. For the node 3, so what are its input?
1 and 4, sir.
1 and 4, okay. So that is called as the in degree of a node 3. Okay, la? Well, listen, there are 2 types of degrees available in a graph for a node. சொல்றது புரிஞ்சுதா? நாம ட்ரீல பார்த்துருப்போம், ஒவ்வொரு நோடுக்கும் ஒரு டிகிரி பார்த்துருப்போம். அந்த மாதிரி கிராஃப்ல for each and every node there is some degree. For example, the 3 உடைய டிகிரி பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 2 டைப்ஸா சொல்லலாம். ஒன் இஸ் கால்ட் அஸ் இன் டிகிரி, another is called as அவுட் டிகிரி. இன் டிகிரி என்னன்னா இந்த 3ங்க நோடுக்கு எதெல்லாம் இன்புட்டா வருது அப்படின்னா that is called as இன் டிகிரி. So the in degree of a node 3 is 2 because the link comes from 1 and the link comes from 4. புரிஞ்சுங்களா? So the in degree of a node 3 is 2. So what is meaning for out degree means particular node இருந்து எது outgoing edges வெளியே போகுதுன்னு பாருங்க. So that is called as out degree. So how many out degrees are there for a node 3? Node 3 க்கு எவ்வளவு out degree இருக்கு? So how many?
1, sir.
1. Okay. So there are 1 out degree for a node 3. Okay. So now all of you consider the node 4. Okay. All of you consider the node 4. So what is the in degree of node 4?
3, sir.
3. Because it is having in degree from 2, 5 and 1. So what is the out degree of 4? What is the out degree of 4? Yes, it is 3. Okay. So likewise, you are calculating the in degree and out degree of a particular graphs. Okay. So based on the degree, okay, based on the degree, they are giving some. Based on the degree, they are giving some routines, okay, or the algorithms, okay, to process these things. Okay. So see the first step. Listen, it is the actual procedure what we are following for the subject. அதாவது கொடுத்த ரொட்டீன்ஸ் என்னன்னா ஆக்சுவலா என்ன ரொட்டீன் ஃபாலோ பண்ணணும் அப்படிங்கிறது கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. ஓகே, பட் ஐ வில் டெல் யூ த ஷார்ட்கட் மெத்தட் ஆல்சோ. ஓகே, ஸோ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஃபாலோ தி ஆக்சுவல் ரொட்டீன். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கம்ப்யூட் தி இன் டிகிரி எட்ஜஸ் ஆஃப் ஆல் வெர்டிசஸ். Then after that find a vertex u with in degree 0 and print it. Next one, if no such vertex, then there is a cycle stop. ஓகேங்களா? அதாவது என்ன சொல்லியிருக்காங்கன்னா ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வந்து you have to choose any 2 nodes like that. If the node forms if the edges of a node forms a cycle, so you should stop with that one. Okay. Then remove the node u and all its edges from the graph and update the in degrees of the remaining vertices. Okay. So likewise the process going on. Okay. So it is the actual step which is followed in the concept of topological sorting. Okay. But what is a simple procedure means? All of you listen carefully. Okay. So first, let us consider. So consider this graph. Okay. Consider this graph. Where are you seeing the screen more? Where are you seeing the screen?
Yes, sir.
So see the graph. Okay. So in this particular graph, they are giving some topological sorted order. Okay. So first you should simply understood. Okay, the simple way of solving this problem. Okay. So in a graph, okay, in a given graph, first you see, so which வந்து incoming edges இல்லைன்னு பாருங்க. சொல்றேன், புரிஞ்சுக்குங்க. Apart from the regular routine, நான் இது முன்னாடி சொன்ன ரெகுலர் ரொட்டீனை விட இப்போ சிம்பிள் ஷார்ட்கட் மெத்தட் சொல்லி தர போறேன். ஓகேங்களா? இட் இஸ் வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். உங்க கிராஃப் கொடுத்துருக்கிற கிராஃப் பாருங்க. கொடுத்துருக்கிற கிராஃப்ல எந்த நோடுக்கு வந்து நோ இன்கமிங் எட்ஜஸ் இல்லாம இருக்கு, அதாவது யூ செக் வெதர் which node is having no in degrees, which node is having no in degrees in a graph. So among this node which is shown in the screen, so which node is having no incoming edges?
1 and 2, sir.
Which node is having no incoming edges?
1, 2.
So,
1, 2.
1.
okay,
1,
1
2.
and 2. Okay, so listen. There are two nodes which is having no incoming edges. No, okay. So first you take the node which is having the value which is less than the node value. Here node value means you take the node value as 1, 2 like that. So among this 1 and 2, you have to take the less value which is taken. Less value. Okay. அதாவது 1, 2 இருக்கு அப்படின்னா priority வந்து first you will give for 1. Okay. Next you should give for 2. Okay. So see here. இப்போ இந்த 1, 2 இருக்கு இல்லையா? So from this 1, 2, you have to remove the node 1 along with its all incoming and outgoing edges. அதாவது என்னன்னா இந்த 1ங்கிற நோட ரிமூவ் பண்ணிடணும் இந்த கிராஃபில் இருந்து. அவனுடைய அவுட்கோயிங் எட்ஜஸ் இருக்கு இல்லையா, ரெண்டையும் சேர்த்து ரிமூவ் பண்ணிடணும். சொல்றது புரிஞ்சுதுங்களா? You have to remove the node 1 from this graph completely. அதாவது இந்த ஃபுல்லா இது வரைக்கும் ஃபுல்லா you have to remove. You have to remove or erase. ஓகேவா? சொல்றது புரிஞ்சுதா?
Yes, sir.
You have to erase. You have to erase the. You have to remove completely the 1 from this graph, and you mark the 1 is the first order node. ஓகேங்களா? 1ங்கிற நோட வெளியே எடுத்துட்டு you got to write 1 is the first order node. 1ங்கிற நோட ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வரும்னு நோட் பண்ணி வச்சுக்கணும். Then again you go for the Okay. Based on the concept of this rule, okay, what I told, first you got to take the node which is having no incoming edges. So among the no incoming edges, you got to remove the node which is having no incoming edges, which is having the lowest priority. So among the lowest priority, you got to schedule the first one. And again, you got to remove the node which is already taken from the graph. And again, you got to check for the node which is having no incoming edges. Then, and again, you got to check for the node which is having the no incoming edges. So likewise, you got to repeat the same steps again and again. Graph the concept of topological sorting. Okay. So regarding this, okay, I will send you some videos, okay, on how to perform the concept of topological sorting and how it is to be used by means of solving the ordering of nodes in a given order of vertices. Okay. So up to this, we stop this class. Okay, the next class also again we start with the discussion on topological sorting, and I will come with another problem how we are going to solve easily in the concept of topological sorting in an efficient manner. Okay, ma. So this topological sorting is very important. It is mainly used for the concept of your semester examinations, and it is mainly used to solve many kind of technical problems which is arising by means of some of the relationships which is kept in the concept of operating systems or networking and structure linkages. Okay, so up to this is stop. Okay, thank you all. Then we will see in the next class. Okay, so thank you all. So I will leave the meeting. Thank you. Leave the meeting.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.